All right, everyone, welcome to another edition of the Dan Show. I'm your host, Daniel Cody, and this is where I give commentary and reviews on all things wrestling. Thank you guys so much for joining. For those of you who haven't already seen it, be sure to check out earlier today. I did a review on Randy Orton because today is Randy's birthday. That's why I got that poster in the background. But either way, I'm not going to be before you too long today. I'm just going to give a couple of quick thoughts about tonight. So, earlier tonight, we started with the Andre Memorial Battle Royal. And I was really happy to see Tommaso Ciampa. I was happy to see he has a match tomorrow against Tony D'Angelo. I hope he wins because it's his last match. Either way, we saw Tommaso Ciampa. Unfortunately, he got eliminated by Dolph Ziggler. And by the way, Dolph Ziggler is also NXT champion who will be in action tomorrow with Braun Breaker, whose both uncle and father are in the Hall of Fame later on tonight. So that's why I'm not going to make this video too long. We saw some special guys from Raw, such as Damian Priest and Finn Balor, whom I honestly thought were going to continue their rivalry until WrestleMania and face off there, but such was not the case. However, great battle royal. From a fan standpoint, I'm upset that Magic Mike Moss won. Darn it! Darn it! Darn it! Darn it! Darn! Magic Mike won the Royal Rumble. Also, tonight we saw a three-way tag match between Ricochet, Carrillo, and Angel Garza. Both of them have flames. All three of the guys had flames on their tights. That's pretty interesting. But as expected, it was almost like a handicap match because it's a triple threat match with two guys as partners. So you can expect that they're going to gang up on each other. And it was only a matter of time before they both turned on each other, and Carrillo rolled up Angel Garza, and that's where the heat came in. Those type of things happen. Speaking of The Undertaker, remember Breakdown 1998 when Kane and The Undertaker were aligned to take down Stone Cold Steve Austin? For a minute, they worked together, but because both of them wanted to be champion, they ended up fighting amongst each other, even though they weren't supposed to pin each other. So it's kind of the same scenario in this match. Thankfully, we saw Ricochet fight them off with an amazing 630 with a combination of what is called a recoil. It's called the recoil for the win. And Pat McAfee almost said 619, but it's 630. Later on tonight, we saw Team Bad, two-thirds of Team Bad, Sasha Banks and Naomi versus the champs, Vega and Mela. First off, what happened Monday was funny, and as much as I kind of like Byron Saxton on commentary because he's a moral guy like JR and Michael Cole, you don't call somebody's mask hideous in front of the fiance. But the part where Michael Cole said, "Guys, you lost," and Corey Graves was like, "Shut up, Cole," was kind of funny. But either way, a great tag team match. I was not first off, Sasha Banks wore the same outfit she wore at the Royal Rumble when she ironically got eliminated by Zelina Vega. Also, I must say wasn't expecting to see all the other competitors. I never thought I'd see Rhea Ripley wearing heels. I mean, nice boots, by the way, guys, but never thought I'd see that. Natalya certainly looks great herself. They were both dressed up like Natalya looks like she went to the Hall of Fame ceremony earlier today and kept her clothes on for tonight's SmackDown. Either way, we watched the match between those two, and I don't know who my support is between Team Bad and Rhea and Liv Morgan. That's a mix between both of them. I hope one of those two win. But either way, Naomi and Sasha wins again tonight, giving the momentum for WrestleMania. And a couple of small moments in news and video packages. Charlotte Flair thinks she's Carlito tonight. She cut a promo tonight that made me think she took inspiration from Carlito, talking about what's cool and what's not cool. I need an apple. Also, Ronda Rousey was training with Shayna Baszler, as we saw in a video package in another video earlier this week. So Shayna Baszler and Ronda are training, preparing for her versus Rousey, with Rousey versus Charlotte, which I think should be a submission match because both of these women are known for their submissions. Rousey says she's going to control her anger and everything, but she's going to make sure Ronda either taps out or gets her arm broken and takes it for a souvenir. My money is on Ronda Rousey. I'll be honest. My money's on Ronda Rousey. My feelings for the tag match are between Team Bad and Rhea and Liv. As far as moving forward, I don't have any predictions about everything else, but that's where I stand so far. Love the video package from Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. I don't know who to pick for that one, but I love the video package. For those of you who don't know, the song that was playing in the background all nightmare long was actually a theme song for the official pay-per-view from No Mercy in 2008. Man, I got a good memory. We were supposed to have a one-on-one match between Rick Boogs and Jimmy Uso, and the entrance was supposed to be fun, and Austin Theory, the child who, thank God I didn't. I'm from Georgia. He's from Atlanta also. So, but thankfully we didn't go to school together. He probably would have been the classmate that got on my last nerve. But either way, moving forward, Austin Theory ruins the entrance and the good time. Pat chases him and he ends up in Vince's office, and so he has to keep his cool or else. What is this? Oh, I hear you, Lord. Don't talk about it. I was supposed to allude to something, but I don't talk anything on this channel besides wrestling unless it has something to do with wrestling. But either way, I'm going to move on forward. It was supposed to be that Rick Boogs and Jimmy Uso ended up being Rick Boogs bench pressing Jimmy Uso like a weight at the gym. He just bench presses everybody. Does Vince McMahon lift 1,000 pounds anymore? I don't think he can do that now. I think he's too old to be bench pressing 1,000 pounds. I don't think he can do that. Either way, the match was supposed to be one-on-one. Didn't happen because Theory comes out and throws ice at Pat McAfee again. And thankfully, Finn Balor, who was already on SmackDown tonight, came and gave Theory the noise. And it turned into a six-man tag that saw Finn Balor get isolated. While we also saw Rick Boogs take Austin Theory on the Booze Cruise. Here's a funny one. If you want it, let's do it. Right. Nah, that's going to be a little, y'all don't think that's cringy. But either way, moving forward, Rick Boogs took Theory on the Booze Cruise, and Pat was loving every minute of it. Finn gets isolated. Shin gives him a break. Shinsuke Nakamura, that is. Finn comes back in and dives, and unfortunately, still takes the L. This is the third time. It's almost like they're using Theory to bury Finn Balor. They've been doing this for weeks now. They let Finn get one win over him, thankfully, but it's like they've been burying Finn. Last but not least, let's talk about Happy Talk. Happy Talk was Magic Mike Moss, who told a terrible joke about a cattle royal, whatever the heck that means. It's terrible. His jokes are still terrible, even with a Snickers. And so Corbin comes in, who pulled an April Fool's earlier tonight with the sword. He thought that was Drew. It was actually Corbin, because Corbin stole the sword from Raw when they were on Raw earlier tonight when Magic Mike was left to the woods. For those of you who are new to this channel, I call Madcap Moss two things: Joker's former stooge and Magic Mike, because he fake laughs like he used to work for the Joker. I call him Magic Mike because he looks like a dancer. When he's wearing those suspenders and he doesn't have a shirt on, he looks like a dancer from Las Vegas and at one of those clubs that you don't send your children to. Anyway, moving forward, just want to tell you guys that humor. And on this channel, I believe in good humor, but I also try to make sure my humors don't cross the line. Unlike some people, such as Baron Corbin and Magic Mike, who made fun of the name of the sword and made a joke about their mother, Drew's mother, who passed away, which led Drew to come to the ring and chase them away, take the sword back, and break the tables. You don't make certain jokes, people. Drew McIntyre, this is what I'm betting. Drew McIntyre is going to be the first to kick out of End of Days and going to be the first man to defeat Baron Corbin. Or should I say, euphoric donkey Corbin. But that's all the time I have. What do you think about tonight's broadcast? I am so excited and super pumped. I'm about to go see what happened at the Hall of Fame. Let me know, guys, what you think. That's all the time I have for you today. I'll be back with another review. And I'm going to try to review night one of WrestleMania. I might not be able to do stand and deliver, but I'll fit some stuff in throughout the time. I'll see what I can do. But I'll definitely be talking about WrestleMania. So I'll see you there, folks. Good night.